here are the things that I'm most excited about in the world of tech. What do you think about apps? It's kind of difficult to imagine your smartphone without at least 30 apps installed at any point of time, right? You have like 2 or like 3 for texting, at least 3 or 4 for sharing pictures and videos, and 1 for browsing the web, 1 for calculating and things like that. And then you have an app for downloading another app. Okay, but apps are, at least in my opinion, kind of inefficient. Think about it. You have to install them, they take up space, not just on your hard disk, but also on your RAM. And then you gotta switch between them. Ugh. But there's a way out with progressive web apps, or PWAs. These are basically apps that you can open in a web browser on your phone. Indian companies like OLX, Magic Brick, GoIbibo, and Make My Trip all either have a PWA or are developing one. Now, I'm not gonna go out on a limb and claim that they'll probably take over the good old app ecosystem that we are already used to, but we have already seen versions of Androids run PWAs in the past. In Android Go, if you are running Uber or YouTube Go on one of these many Android Go devices like the Redmi Go, the Samsung Galaxy J4 Core, chances are you are already using PWAs all the time. PWAs take much lesser time to load and increase user engagement. Take my favorite app for instance, Tinder. It has claimed to have reduced load times from 11.91 seconds to 4.69 seconds with its new PWA. Flipkart's PWA is driving 50% of its new customer acquisition. Now let's look at the bigger picture. The progressive web apps are currently being run using the internet on low-end smartphones, which are basically bought by broke-ass people like you and me and the people living in rural areas. Now, for those to work properly there, we will require internet to penetrate in such areas. India is expected to add at least 39 million internet users in 2020, but some figures even suggest that 50% of the internet users would come from rural areas. How? Dead cheap data prices and setting up infrastructure in these areas. Now, more than that, we might also get faster internet connections thanks to the whole competition geo setup yet again. The race is now to deliver the cheapest plans for a gigabit network, which kind of works in our favor. You see, high-speed internet connections are valued highly in industries to automate processes. But for the end users, it just doesn't mean your Netflix will stream faster. It also means you would be able to play games on the cloud. Even Microsoft is setting up servers in India, which will definitely make this a reality. But what about 5G? Well, the current timeline is set for 2022. Let's see how far that goes. Now, another exciting thing is about to happen, but it wouldn't have as many fireworks around it. Over the years, research has been conducted in the field of gene editing. CRISPR, it's like a catchy name, like a new brand of chips, actually stands for clustered regularly interspaced short palindromic repeats. Now, if that's a lot of jargon for you to digest, I'm going to try and break it down for you in the simplest way possible. It's like a video editing software, except that instead of cutting and inserting snippets of videos, you are adding genes. It basically allows researchers to easily alter DNA sequences and modify gene function. What's more, it may also finally help us declare war on ailments like cancer, malaria, and even incurable diseases like Huntington's and AIDS. Now, the tech is a little bit too complicated for this scope of the episode, but I think you'll be better off learning about it on the internet.